Welcome to Romance and Relationships. No portion of Romance and Relationships may be used without the expressed written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. You guys, I've been going over my videos, all of them, as I've been mentioning in videos, and making sure that I've said what I meant to say, etc., etc., etc. And so I make a mental note and tell, myself, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and I'll do it within the video. And I said I was going to come up with a video about porn. And because a lot of people wonder why women watch porn, and they will think that it's because there's some freaks. Okay, could be. But it's out there for anyone. Gender has nothing to do with it. But the more specific question was, why do heterosexual women watch lesbian porn? Even if you were to look this topic up, I'm pretty sure you're going to find a lot of articles on this. And probably they will come up with the same thing that I'm going to tell you here. Now, I will say that this will not be, it's not planned for this to be a very long romance and relationships, because it's really nothing more to, there's not a lot to elaborate on. Okay, but it could be. Okay, so porn. I'm not for or against porn. Make it do what it do. If that's what you want to do. I'm not one of these Bible Belt people. I'm not one of these people who has a heaven and a hell to put people in. I'm just not. If that, I have to live my life. But one of the reasons when I did watch porn, and I've never been a porn addict. When I would watch porn, and have watched porn, it was lesbian porn. People, well, I can't say people thought, because it was just me watching, but it was never for the reason that people think. I am 110%. This is an adult show, so an adult recording. So let me say this. And speaking of recordings, before I go further, I am posting up my shows. My radio shows are being posted up well, just keep up with me. Where this is posted, they are posted. Okay, you got to condition yourself to not put this stuff in your materials, you guys. You where this is posted, just look for a playlist. I have a playlist for all of my stuff. My stuff is in a playlist rather, and you will know that you'll see the playlist for radio shows is what it's called. I was thinking about something else, but also, I have come out with my twist pudding for your hair. It is absolutely wonderful. It is growing my hair like crazy. I've done 5 years of research, literally, since 2013 on skin and hair. I have. And extensive research, okay? I'm talking reading this and reading that and putting this together and saying no and yes, and this will work, but you can add this to it, and because it has these properties and all of that kind of stuff. Kind of a little scientific I am. And so although the products for the skin have not come out yet, I have come out with the first product for your hair. It is currently called a twist pudding. Pudding, or puddin, puddin, however you want to do it, but that is not the name, but you can buy it. Okay. You can still purchase it, 8 ounces or 16 ounces. Please, scroll down where this is posted and you'll see that information. Also join the channel. Please join the channel and, subscribe, and please be sure to click the notification bell so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids that I post. Okay. And let's see, I don't want to miss anything. If I miss something, then I will, I'll post it at the end. Okay. And, yeah, so, people, I said I was going to do this amongst other Blue Cups in the Attics, the Soup for the Souls, and things that I have to post. And, because people are ignorant. Okay, I'm going to say, and I can't really say people, well, people are, they will jump to conclusions. If someone were to look in your phone and they see lesbian porn, an ignorant person, the first thing they're going to think is, oh, she's a lesbian. Or, oh, he's gay. Well, he's gay. I can't speak on the men though. If you're watching two men getting it, but I can't. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, that's a fine line right there. No, that's a thick line. So yeah, so when you see, or you look in a window and you're a pervert and you see a woman looking at lesbian porn, the natural thing to think, especially if she's single, oh my God, yeah, that's why no, idiot, no. Did it ever occur to you is that is a turn on for her? So like for me, like if someone were to see porn or see me watching porn and it's a lesbian porn, it would be because, not to get graphic, okay, that's an act that I love to have done to me, but I wouldn't want it have done by a woman. So it's the act itself, you guys. Please don't read too far into that. It's the act itself. And some women are so into oh God. Let me see. I'm trying to find God, what is the oh God, what is the I don't even want to call it the scientific name. What's the scientific name for going down on a woman? You know, I know fellatio or is oral sex for a man. But what is the oral sex? I can't think of it right now. Oh my God. Oh God, it'll come to me before I do finish. But yeah, and so people that are ignorant, small-minded, whatever, the first thing they're going to think is that they're, you know, if they see that you have this on you or something like that, the first thing they're going to think is, oh, she likes women. That's why she's single, or she can be married. Oh, she's married but yet she loves women. No. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to offend any women who are lesbians. Okay, but I think it's called cunnilingus. I don't want to offend anyone that's lesbian, but for me, I don't even really like to see two women kissing. Now, I'm going to get backlash for that, but I don't. I just don't. But I have and watched lesbian porn because of the cunnilingus. Now, some people just flat out call it eating. Okay, eating a woman out, eating for a pie, something like that. Then that's what I call it. I don't use the scientific or the sexual term for either of those, blowjobs or eating someone out or whatever. I don't. And so it's not that the person's a lesbian. It's just that, and let me back up something. When I say I don't like to see two women kissing, I don't. But once again, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. Like the Isley brother says, you know, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. That's just something I don't want to see. Okay. And it's not because, I am, gay bashing or lesbian bashing. I have associates, and I can't say friends because that's a word that, you know, that I take to heart, especially considering these are not people that I've known all of my life, you know, but I have associates, especially when I was in the shelter, and I love them though, as if I've known them forever, that are gay and lesbian. But see, I personally can't get into that, myself. Okay. No judging. And see, and that's the thing that's amazing, is that people cannot separate what a person doesn't want to see from their being, prejudiced, or their being, they don't want to see. No, that's your preference. Knock yourself out. Seriously. Capital you guys, speaking of, I just left you guys earlier today, and I've been gone, but gone. And, let me move something for a minute. Let me do something. I always have to do something when I come back home. Always. Okay. Whether I'm on the premises or not, I always have to do something. Okay. But yeah. And so here's the deal with that. A lot of women watch lesbian porn, but they are not lesbians. They watch the porn because of the act. And I remember saying, when I've never been a porn watcher, like, oh my God, I got to go watch porn, nothing like that. But I'd be lying if I said I've never seen porn. I mean, come on. And you have these women in the act, and you're thinking, gosh, if I could just cut her head off and make her a dude. Because here's the deal. The average woman, does not complain or let her lover know how to perform oral sex on her, giving instructions. And men don't know in most cases how to guide a woman and get into giving him oral sex. As a matter of fact, within this playlist, I have a video called Your Blowjob Game Sucks, GAME, sucks, ... why he may be unfaithful. And so you will see that there, and you will know and get an idea of how a lot of women do not know how to perform oral sex on a man. I mean, they have no problem going down, but are you doing it right, as if there was a right or wrong, but are you doing it good enough to satisfy your man? Okay. And in most cases, not. Because keep it real, you're probably not the first person who has given him oral sex. So men are comparative. I mean, he's going to compare you to, some other broad or woman that he's been with, or some woman that he's seen in a porn video. And why come she doesn't do it like that? But I'm not saying anything. It feels pretty good. It feels good enough is what they'll do. Women, likewise, as I said, women will do the same thing. And so because there are women who are dogmatic, for lack of words, about having oral sex performed on them, I am one of those women. Hands up. I don't care who knows it. I am. It's a requirement. I've even mentioned, I think in that same video I just mentioned, Your Blowjob Game Sucks, or whatever that. If it wasn't that video, stay with, join the channel, you guys. It's a video that I did, and I was mentioning how an ex-boyfriend of mine, way back in the day, I'll be 50 next year, he did not do that. He just did not do it. Had nothing to do with me. He just did not perform oral sex on women. He just did not do it. And I say on women, but I mean, there were women before me. It just wasn't something that he did. However, when I saw him years later, he was in. And it's very comical, actually. You need to listen to that. It's, how we met up again by accident. And, but he did not do it at all. And I broke up with this dude. I told him he had 72 hours, basically, he had 72 hours to get back with me and tell me if that's what he was going to do, because I did not want to be in a relationship with a guy that did not do that, capital THAT. And so he got back with me, and he did not want to do it. And I've never done a woman like that. Well, bye. Because I mean, just for me, everyone has sexual desires, and that's a requirement. Okay. It's a major requirement. And so sadly, when you immature people, when they see a woman for however way they're seeing her watching porn, usually if they're spying on her or doing, I don't know, if they or you see your woman, you sneak up on your woman and she's watching porn, female porn on the computer, or you look in her stash and she's got videos and they're pornographic videos of women, the first thing an ignorant person will do is come to the conclusion that, oh my God, That person's a lesbian, or, oh my God, she's bisexual. And it doesn't even have to be that way at all. And in most cases, it's not. Trust me, if a woman is a lesbian, you know. You're going to know in most cases that there's not that many people that's in the closet, okay, these days. There's not. Okay. And so I'm going down my list of things that I have to do. This video is on the list amongst others that I've mentioned or written down that I have to do. But here's the major reason why women watch porn. The major reason why women watch porn, and I'm not saying the major reason why women watch porn all the time. I'm saying porn, period, is cunnilingus. And I don't even like that name. It's oral sex. It's because of the oral sex, the act. And in most cases, like I said, if they could chop off the head or cut the head off of the other woman and make that a man, because of the act itself and how she is performing the act on that other woman, they would do it. They would do it because they're not lesbian. They're not even wanting to be with another woman. It is the full blown, literally act itself. That's it. It is the act itself. It is someone going down or someone, I said it right, going down, male or female, on a female, and the act is arousing, okay, for her. That's it. So now for all of you ignorant people who, and I can understand why, especially if the woman's single and she's not with anyone or whatever. I can understand why someone would naturally think that. But if the woman is telling you or saying that she's not a lesbian, she's not a lesbian. But like I said, there's not that many people in the closet these days. I mean, if you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. I mean, if you're a lesbian, you are a lesbian. And so you'll have these people who are ignorant and will come to conclusions, think they know everything, spying. I have to say that, hacking in people's phones, their personal business. Oh, that's why she's single. Oh, that's why blah, blah, blah. No, wake up. Everything is not what your idiotic, brainless body is thinking. Did it ever occur to you that person just might like the act of oral sex? Period. The act, period. It's the act of oral sex. It has nothing to do with, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. Well, let me finish my sentence. It has nothing to do with this woman wanting to be with another woman. I mean, and maybe she does. I don't know. But I seriously doubt it, because if that's what she wanted to be with, 9 times out of 10, that's who she would be with. A lot of these women, number two, not in any particular order and not planned, have never been with a woman, which goes back to number 1. They have no desire to be with a woman. These are 110% straight women who focus on the tongue, the act, the sucking, what this person is doing. They're not focusing on, oh, that's a woman doing that. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow. No, none of that. They get aroused by the act. Okay. So there you have it. This is the reason why heterosexual women watch lesbian porn. It is the act itself. Don't look too far into it. Don't say she's in the closet, she wants to do this, and honey, that woman is probably grown. As a matter of fact, if she's a woman, she is grown. And if she wanted to be with a woman, guess what? I'm pretty darn sure that's what she would be with. I have yet to meet, over these last 20, 30 years, someone still in the closet. Okay? It is what it is. But please, if you're brainless on a whole bunch of other stuff, you're probably going to be brainless, clueless, nosy, stupid, whatever the word is, on this issue right here as well. And see what happens when and let me say this, the people who accuse women of this are usually people who are not even, have never been in that person's sexual life at all. They probably never even had a conversation with this woman, but somehow know that she watches lesbian porn, some kind of way. And so they will jump to conclusions and say that that woman's a lesbian. That woman is not a lesbian, unless she is. She is not a lesbian, but she definitely, probably, such as myself, don't want any freaking bull crap from a stupid man. Okay? Until he comes along, the man I love. Yeah, she just doesn't open her legs up to everyone either. Okay? She's not going to do that. But in the meantime, fact remains, she loves to have herself orally satisfied. Ding! That's it. Case closed. Nothing else to discuss. So the next time that you catch a woman watching or wondering why a woman is watching female porn, lesbian porn, please delve a little harder into your brain somewhere in the back and wonder, maybe she likes watching it because she likes to be, close your ears, younger crowd, younger kids, but shouldn't have been listening to this anyway, eaten out. She likes for someone to muff dive on her, eat her fur pie, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Or just say she loves oral sex. Okay? This is Kimmy Wyatt. Thank you for joining this romance and relationships. And I gotta say it again. Some people stay out of people. Let me say this before I go. You gotta stay out of people's dang on phones. Stay out of people's business. You know you are one turnip away from being in an insane asylum. You should know this. You know you're not the greatest thinker on the planet. And it's sad. People really don't know this. Okay, I said that wrong. What am I thinking? Other people know that you're not the greatest thinker on the planet, that you don't have it all, that you are messy, that you are two-faced, jealous, envy. I mean, and so when you say some of these things to people, first thing they're going to say, how do you know that? They should. Another thing, start asking that question, you guys. How do people know things about people? It amazes me how people do not ever question, how do you know that? That's kind of personal. How do you know that? I don't believe it, but how do you know it? And if it is true, I mean, I'm sure there's a pretty darn good reason why such and such and such. But how do you know that? It should be a question. People are so gossipy these days. They rather listen to the gossip than trying to find out how a person would even have that information. And that's a sad, sad time in our life. You cannot come up to me and tell me that my neighbor, okay, my neighbor watches female porn, or she has freaking female porn in her phone, and I'm just going to say, what? And not question, how do you know it? I'd be like, okay, but how she let you borrow her phone? I know you guys don't talk, so how would you know? You guys, come on now. We got to wake up. Stay woke. Stay woke. I will be doing mental note. I will be doing, well, not a mental note, internal note. I will be doing either a soup for this. No, this will be the Blue Cup in the Attic on staying woke. It's so many of us sleep, you guys, and this has nothing to do with race. And it's so many, well, it will have something to do with race, will be included in that. Trust me. And I am not going to bite my tongue, but we need to stay woke because there are things that are going on up under our noses. Even though this is romance and relationships that we really need to start paying attention to. I mean, and the people that are participating in it, leave them alone. But you got to stay woke, man. You got to stay woke. I just said it. How would you know that? Start asking people questions when they start wanting to be messy and getting all in someone's business. I heard what you said, but how would you know? Like, how do you know that? I've always been how do you know that kind of person? Because I don't even want to have a conversation with you when I know you 2 cents away from being, you beneath me, definitely. So don't waste my time. I don't even want to hear what you're saying. And it is a lot of people. It's people that will move closer to you, hint, hint, just because they want to know what you're doing in their perps. And this is the Blue Cup in the Attic. content. They will want to know what you're doing because they're already spying, but that's not good enough. They want to get right next to you because they're perps. Okay, so this is Kimmy Wyatt once again. Hasta la vista. Thank you for joining this romance and relationships. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires, buenas noches, arrivederci, au revoir, salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao Bella, ciao Bello. Gotta go. Smooches. Bye. And I will say this, please don't go by what I'm saying. Look this stuff up. These women are not lesbians, and a lesbian is a lesbian. Okay, she's not bisexual. She's not wanting to be with a woman. She's not wanting to be with a man. She is a lesbian, butch. What do you? I mean, I don't know what other names there are. It is what it is. However, a straight woman, if she tell you she's straight, 9 times out of 10 these days she's straight. And just because she's single does not mean she wants to get with a woman. People kill me. People kill the you know what out of me. It is so, and people who jump to these conclusions are usually women who open their legs up to everyone. Gotta go! Woo! And men who will put their penis in anything. Let me say that again. People who jump to these conclusions, thinking a woman is a lesbian because she watches lesbian porn, are usually those who will open their legs up to anyone, women, and men who will put their penis in anything. Thus the reason why they're wondering, why is she single? Bye.